Or I could do the,
Yes.
Is it recording?
Yes. Thanks for joining me.
Mm-hmm.
Eric.
Yes,
oh
Papa?
my god.
Yes.
What a movie. I was just thrown. I'll say thrown. Thousands of people have seen it in like the last 3 years. What did you think?
Well, I don't know, I found it gripping, and it kept me at the edge of my seat, and you know, I tried to keep the bucket of tomatoes I had at rest, although I was tempted to throw them at the screen. But all in all, I would say it was probably the best movie of all time.
I'm laughing right now because I thought you were going to say mildly amusing, like you always do.
Oh.
Oh, but that's much better, of course. I mean, these bland slogans are much better than mildly amusing.
Mm-hmm.
Not bland. Oh, you can probably guess what me, the eternal critic, would say about this movie. It draws people in with pseudoscience.
Mm-hmm.
And just when people think they're getting somewhere, the movie's going to explain itself, it gets all wrapped up in this human drama. You might say interspecies drama. Might you say that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's the nice thing about magic, is you don't have to explain it, really. And we can just assume that in the future scientists invent magic. So.
Right. And that is basically the assumption of thousands of viewers, like Drew Barrymore for one, who's totally taken in by this movie. And she actually told Jay Leno on his talk show, "Have you seen this movie? Oh my gosh, I watch it every morning."
Yeah.
And we're seeing videos from the box office of people saying, "Oh, this is my 4th time seeing this." What the heck? What can be gained in seeing this movie multiple times?
Well, each time Christopher Lloyd looks a little hotter, I gotta say. But I think he makes much better Klingon than he does creepy guy like in Dennis the Menace. But I think really it might be my favorite role for Christopher Lloyd. I don't know. Back to the Future was just a little too homey, you know.
It was, but I loved Back to the Future. It was homey. Perhaps that's what I needed at the time when I was like 6 and I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm 23,
Mm-hmm.
and I sort of need movies to grow with me.
Mm-hmm.
I need there to be more there.
Mm-hmm.
And what, Christopher Lloyd was that?
Oh yeah.
No, I could not tell.
Well, you remember how Back to the Future they had some of the future scenes where it turns out that people have like hover skateboards and stuff?
Yes.
But apparently if you go far enough into the future, Christopher Lloyd becomes a Klingon and decides to fight Captain Kirk and kill Kirk's son, which of course pisses off Kirk quite a lot.
Okay, so that's Star Trek. This is all Star Trek knowledge.
What?
Isn't it?
What movie are you talking about?
What movie are you talking about? You're bringing up Captain Kirk. That has something to do
Captain Kirk?
That has something to do with the TV series Star Trek.
He is the best captain, first of all, of any Star Trek series. To call him Captain Kirk, that's just an insult.
Sorry, I thought I could get that one in there, but apparently you won't let me pass off my insults. Okay. I am talking about no, not something with Captain Kirk per se, or with Christopher Lloyd. Though it could be done with lots of makeup. I could see that. I could see him in some of the roles with makeup. What about the deaf girl? The whole thing was about the deaf girl, wasn't it? Or was she like an aside? Put out there to sort of test our reactions to deaf people. Do you think that's it?
No. I think you've got it totally wrong. But I do find it odd that Christopher Lloyd goes from a white old scientist to a young black Klingon who kills Kirk's son, and yet Kirk evolves from Captain of the Federation to an old guy promoting Expedia commercials and whatnot. Why do they have such different paths, you know?
I think the paths... See, this is the principal tenet of the movie that you did not pick up. Time is not linear. People can time travel, especially fictional characters. So if you see a path from Captain Kirk to William Shatner, the Expedia guy, that's all in your imagination. That path is in your imagination. The fact is that people can be in two different screens at one time, just as particles can appear in two different places simultaneously if you look close enough. That is what we need to take away from this. I mean, the construct of linearity is all us, and nature is not straight. Time is not linear. In fact, it's curved. It's all over the place. Can we agree?
You describe the shape of time then, or would you say
it's a pile of string?
Oh.
With little bits of string thrown in there.
Well, I'll try to keep it away from my cats, alright?
Yeah.
I don't want them making a stitch in time.
I know, they've been great. A great studio audience is here today. Thanks for bringing them. And thank you, Eric.
Okay. Christopher Lloyd rules!